Hare Krishna. It's very important to learn to flow with life. We suffer a lot because we create these expectations of what somebody should do, how things should happen, how the universe should act according to our plans. And that's very foolish, of course. There's 7 billion people on the planet and trillions of other creatures, and they each have their own wills. All the atoms and the planets and the universe are spinning around and hitting things, and how can you expect things to go the way you want? It's very silly. In Taoism, there's this great teaching of the flow, the Tao, and they give the classic example of a leaf going downstream. And a leaf, when it's going downstream, when it hits a rock, it just slides around it and goes on in its journey. Still going down the stream, but without, trying to go through the rock, and, it just flows through life. And we have to do the same thing. For us, the stream is our Dharma. We have a purpose. We have our Dharma. We have to follow our purpose. And we have to know where we want to go. And as the obstacles arise, you just have to learn to go with that, just flow around that, still with your purpose, still with your direction. Not that you're going to be tossed around, without your control. You still have purpose and direction. You just learn to flow with it. You don't expect things to just, go exactly as you want. You don't expect the stream to be completely devoid of obstacles. No, you just flow down and you go around it. And the stream is our Dharma. And when we have a no, when somebody says no to you, that means a yes somewhere else. A closed door just means you haven't found the right door. When you have a closed door, it just means, okay, that's fine, it's a closed door here because I'm supposed to go somewhere else where the door is open. When somebody walks out of your life, it's just because somebody else should be coming into your life, because that person wasn't to be in your life anymore. It's all fine, it's all good. You lose a job, means because that's the life is flowing, life is taking you to another direction, to another job, to another career even. It's never the end. It's only the end in our minds when we think, oh, it had to be this way and it's not this way now, so my life is destroyed. It's never the case. Life is just flowing. You just have to flow with it. And sometimes it gets a bit rough, sometimes a little scary, but you just flow with it. Follow your Dharma and don't be disturbed by the obstacles in your way. And in that way, you won't suffer. You'll be much happier if you learn to flow with life more easily. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna talks about equanimity as one of the principal qualities of yoga. And this equanimity, it's based on being who you are, on following your Dharma, and not on life as it's coming to you. That's the major focus of the 3T path, of yoga, is to change your focus from what life is bringing to you to what you're doing with life. It's your reaction to life that's the focus, and not life itself. You see the difference? This is the major focus, and it's got all to do with flowing, because as you flow, you're reacting to life. Whatever life brings to you, your reaction is what counts. The quality of how you respond to life is what counts. And then you're happy having a good response. The quality of your life is dependent on the quality of your response, not the things happening to you, not the way people are acting around you, but how you're acting in response to all that. And lastly, flowing with life is not spilling. Spilling is going all over the place. You start something, you stop something, and you get confused, and it's just flowing. You don't get nothing gets done properly. You're just kind of everywhere. That's spilling, I call it. Flowing, there's a direction. You have to flow because you have to have a purpose, a direction. And again, that's the focus on your dharmas. It's not just going everywhere and doing, like in a mess, in a mental confusion, starting things, stopping things, and not knowing what you're doing. So spilling is not flowing. So learn to flow, have focus, and if something hits, it's not so you just quit and stop. You just flow around it and continue with your purpose. So that's why I joke that the universe is not square. Things won't fit into your plans. The universe is round, it flows, things flow, and you have to learn to flow with life. Hare Krishna.